All right, all right. And that is done. That should be on wizard spells. Let me. Okay, you should be able to see that now, and should be good to go. Yes. So, last time we left off, the group set off from Crow's Rest towards Castle Martorious, the home of this mysterious man who had been sending out these letters asking adventurers for help. After a partially taxing journey and a near death encounter with an angelic robot, the party managed to come to the gates of Castle Martorious, where they are ready to see what awaits them. Without further ado, um, all of you are here. You're standing before the castle. Um, it's a little. It's like maybe like 100 or so feet away. It's a very interesting sight. The castle looms just ahead. It's a shining beacon of opulence amongst the rock and stone. Large silken banners depicting the symbol of the thaumaturge sway lightly in the breeze, and a large gold portcullis guards the door to the interior of the castle. Which consists of two beautifully crafted marble slabs, intricately carved with various arcane and occult symbols. Um, is there anything anybody would like to do, or any like spells anybody would like to cast before you guys go into the castle, or are you guys just going in? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whew.
Okay. So you're just gonna. Interesting. Never had a player cast that spell before. Animate dead. Spell creates an undead servant. Okay, cool. Just a little light, yeah, just a little light necromancy. Oh yes. So this little. Yes. So you now have this skeleton with like the like dark purplish black eyes that's just kind of standing there. It has been risen from the dead.
You do also have the bones from the giant. Okay. Right.
It just kind of gives like a skeletal thumbs up. It kind of shifts its head over to Honora.
Nora gives a little wave.
just kind of moves over to Honora and stands like directly in front of you.
I reach my hand out to shake his hand.
Extends a bony hand and grabs yours and just gives a shake.
My name. Honora sort of tilts her head to one side, kind of like a puppy. And GM, can I do I don't know, a history check or something to see if I can get in touch with this dead thing's spirit to learn its name?
Sure. Make history or religion, your choice, I'd say. Say more so religion, but history would work as well, I guess.
It's a 5.
5. So you try to reach out to whoever this person was when they were alive. They are not answering at the moment, unfortunately. You just have this animated pile of bones in front of you.
Is there a name you want to be called?
Cannot talk.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Laura.
Sure.
Hey, Arg.
I think it starts with you. It's more guttural than
You did say Honora gets to name it, so I guess we gotta go with that spelling.
For now, just for now, until we can learn its true name. Oh, you can't keep it.
No, I'm pretty sure this thing lasts indefinitely.
He has to cast it again.
Oh, sure enough. Yeah, I never read past the second sentence in a spell.
Way to go, DM. Way to go.
That's usually not important.
It's all important.
Oh.
Oh, it just goes rogue.
It just becomes a skeleton after 24 hours. Okay, good to know.
Doesn't every parent at bedtime?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to hook my elbow into elbow, and kind of skip off with him. And I'm also going to take out my spellcasting focus candle and light it, and I'm going to roll on my spirit tales table.
Okay.
I'll have the ghost merrily skip with them, and then I'll say they're off to see the wizard.
I was just thinking that.
Clifford is sitting on the
Wonderful.
steps, just rubbing his eyes, waiting for these guys just to knock on the door.
I'm just walking.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Thumo. And thank you.
Ah, yes. All right. So, as you all approach the gates of the castle, as you get to about the steps where Clifford's at, you actually see as the portcullis and the doors to the castle begin to swing open on their own, seemingly expecting you guys almost. And as you see them open, the interior of the castle is almost impossibly larger than the exterior. You see a huge foyer decorated with marble pillars, more tapestries with that same symbol of the thaumaturge on it. You see several spectral people and animals that are just kind of roaming about. Each one of them looks like they're just carrying on about their day, even though they are just spectral creatures. You also see, standing in the middle of the foyer with a mild look of confusion on his face, there is a young-looking elven man. Aaron, if you would like to introduce your character as these mysterious strangers just kind of rocked up on your home here, or where you're living.
Yeah. So Aaron is a young elven man. Probably around 2021. He has a little bit of a goatee coming in, curly, like tight curly hair, dark skin. Seems very surprised at the fact that the doors just open, and upon seeing you guys, kind of like quickly looks around and just kind of says something under his breath, and starts to approach you guys. Because DM, I don't see the archmage anywhere, do I?
No, he is not in the immediate vicinity.
Okay, so I'll go. Oh God. Okay.
Right.
I'll start
Can I know
walking.
what you muttered? Is that what you just muttered?
Yeah.
Mumble.
It was. Oh God. Oh no. Okay. And I start making my way
Red
towards
lips.
the group.
Good. Okay.
All right. What do you say to the group, Aaron, as you approach them? You see you see several people and a skeleton, as well as a ghost. One of them has wings.
A lizard seraph. I think you're bearing the lead there.
Hello everyone. Are you trying to see the archmage of Castle Martorious?
Clifford will take off his fur coat and everything and hand it to Aaron and keep walking.
Just gonna awkwardly be holding this large man's coat. Aaron is not a big man. Please allow me to show you all to Archmage Martorious. Would I know where he is right now, DM?
Yes, you do actually. As you turn around, you see him coming into the chamber as you have introduced yourself to these newcomers. You see that he just kind of he's kind of just emerged silently from behind you and is standing at the entrance to the foyer from what would be his study. You all would recognize this figure as the same illusory figure that appeared in Crow's Rest, the one that gave the message that told you all to come here. He's wearing, that kind of same lavish red robe with his little golden cufflinks, salt and pepper hair and a goatee, which is groomed to perfection. You don't hear footfalls as he moves. It's almost as if he's just gliding across the polished marble floor. And he kind of looks towards you, Aaron, and just for a second before looking to the rest of the party. So you are the first to arrive. Well done, adventurers. I am the archmage Martorious. You may refer to me by either of those names. Come, let me escort you to the dining hall. I'm sure you are all famished from your... Let us talk over dinner. Aaron, you may accompany us.
Arasana's following last. In the back of the pack.
Alrighty. Good to know. He just kind of...
Did you say...
Huh?
Did you say that we were outside of a study?
Well, you wouldn't know that, but it was more so Aaron would know that. But yeah, he just kind of came out from like a room.
A room. Okay.
Yeah, to you it would just be a room.
Okay.
And yes, so he escorts you all. I assume you guys are all following.
Yeah.
Okay. He escorts you all down a hallway, and I lost my spot in the thing. Down a hallway and through a set of oak double doors into a large, gorgeously decorated dining hall. The walls are covered in all manner of tapestries, self-portraits of the archmage, as well as many gold and platinum suits of decorational armor. There's a large gold and diamond.
Is there anything that looks like it would be easier to swipe?
In this chamber, let me finish my description here, and I will get back to that. So there's a large gold and diamond chandelier that provides light to the room. There's a large mahogany banquet table with matching chairs, 16 of them to be precise, as well as 16 sets of silverware and silver goblets. Those may be easier to swipe. And you see the archmage just kind of gestures towards the table for you all to sit down.
I make the
As he goes and
executive
takes
decision
his-
to not steal the cutlery when we're being served dinner.
You see the archmage goes and takes his seat at the head of the table. Goodness me, I got stuff in my throat today. All right. So, 1 second. Let me clear my throat here.
What's the sitting arrangement looks like?
Yeah, that's a good question. So let's see. We would have like, I'm just going to draw a rough diagram here on the map. Draw shape, rectangle. So we've got the archmage here at the front. He's at the head of the table. Yeah, where would everybody else like to sit themselves? Like,
How
in relation
large
to
is
this?
the room?
Here.
It's probably like 80 feet by like 40 feet. It's a pretty large room.
Oh,
Shit.
overcompensation, but okay. I will go second to closest to him, so about like right here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were pulling yourself all the way. Somebody's
No.
sitting all the way.
That's
Kellen, I
that's
believe.
me.
All the way at the back.
Not close to him, but
Um,
enough so I can hear what he's saying.
Enough. Okay. So Thumo can sit there. That's a very bad color to use. I'm gonna make you yellow just so it's better to see. There we go.
Upon sitting, I'm going to strike up my pipe.
Okay. You do so. And then, yeah, seating arrangement is not particularly important. It's more so for, yes, was there. And then, yeah, you guys can just feel free to fill yourselves in wherever you. But as each one of you, go ahead.
Anora's going to climb under the table.
Okay. See, Archmage just kind of looks down at you, doesn't say anything, and just goes back to the people who are seated at the table. As you all take your seats, there you see several spectral female Jinn emerge from the walls. You see Alara 1 just emerges from the floor right in front of you, and each of them asks you in unison what you would like to eat.
Freaking out a bit. Or something. Just like, what? Yep. I don't know. What is there? What is that to eat?
You see the Archmage just says, order whatever you like. There is no limitations on what my servants can bring.
Smoked basilisk flesh wrapped in bacon.
Writes that down and then leaves. Drops that down, leaves as well.
Oh no.
Nora pokes her head out from under the table and looks at the Archmage Martorious with sort of narrow, suspicious eyes and says, "Are you making the food with magic?"
Yes, and just for your information, madam, the chairs are much more comfortable than the floor if you'd like to take a seat.
No, they're not.
All right, suit yourself.
I'm going to look to one of the spectral djinn and ask, do you get paid?
And what would you like to order?
Do you get paid in money?
What can I get you to eat this evening?
Are you a slave?
And for your entree you'll be having?
Honora looks back at the archmage and really scowls at him and says, I will have nothing, thank you.
Suit yourself. And the djinn just kind of disappears into the floor. Clifford, what do you want? What are you eating?
Slice off a piece of cow and cook that sucker.
All right, just disappears back into the wall. And then, last but not, or Aaron, what would you like?
Yes, can I just have the usual salad? Thank you.
Of course, leaves, and then, where's Sana? No, last but not least.
Yep. Some bird woodsy smokes, you know.
What'd you say? Some bird with the smokes? Is that what
No.
you said?
Bird woodsy smoked, like with smoke.
Sorry, I heard bird with
No.
the smokes.
No, woodsy. Sorry. Accent.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That's my kind of bird.
No.
Oh, so wonderful.
Oh,
Wonderful.
No.
it's incredible. Yes.
It's an Australian delicacy. All right. All of your orders are taken. The servants leave, and as soon as all of they almost immediately. Go ahead.
Sorry. While everybody's getting their orders taken, I'm gonna kind of walk to wherever Oriana is sitting on the floor and peek under the table.
It looks like it's right here under the table.
All right, I'm gonna go over there, look under the table, be like, "Hey, if you don't like servants, you're being followed by a dead one. That's probably not what his will was in life." And then I'm gonna go sit back where I was.
It definitely wasn't his will in life. He tried to kill us.
No less than like 10 seconds after you guys order, the same servants emerge from the walls, each one holding a silver platter, places it in front of you, and your food is served perfectly following all the directions you stated. The food is delicious as well.
Is there pepper on the table?
You see the archmage snaps his hands, and one of them puts it in front of you. You also see, as the archmage begins talking, one of the servants emerges holding a large bottle of wine, and then just begins to pour a glass for everybody who's seated at the table. And as you got... Yes, it is. It's very nice. The food and the drink here is very, very lovely, very lavish, much higher class than almost all of you are. And as you guys begin to eat your food, the archmage just kind of talks as you guys are eating. I'm sure you all are curious as to why I asked you to come here. Well, the answer to that question is somewhat complicated. There are great evils that threaten this world, unimaginable horrors from beyond, and with no gods to offer divine protection, I fear it is only a matter of time before this world completely falls to darkness. However, I believe that there is something to be done about this. The most recent Burok Emperor, King Leopold I, possessed 4 artifacts made by the gods themselves. Now, those artifacts were not just trinkets and baubles. They were physical extensions of the gods themselves. And if my theories are correct, they should still possess some residual level of celestial energy. Now, while this is still just hypothesis, I do believe it possible that if all 4 artifacts were to be recovered, it may, and I do put heavy emphasis on that word, be possible to return the gods to Etheris. Now, unfortunately, the locations of these artifacts still remains. However, I am currently working to locate them. In the meantime, I do have a favor to ask of you all. An old friend of mine, name of Roguebow of the Celestial Gate, was working on some rather taboo research regarding the previous Emperor. Unfortunately, the Inquisition paid him a visit nearly a year ago, and I am hoping that some of his work may be recoverable, as I believe it might help me greatly in my search. So, what do you all say? I understand that this is quite a bit of information to take in. All ask me. Oh, the research, yes. My old friend, unfortunately, was burned at the stake. That is what happens when one works in taboos such as he did.
DM, what is
Clifford
the
kind of start.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna make the comment. Clifford kind of stops chewing at the hearing. I'll make sure that the afterlife and just looks at Thumo and then keeps going. But does Clifford have any idea what he's talking about?
Not particularly. Not really. You understood the part of go get this thing. Grab this thing for me. But a lot of the stuff he was saying before. You know who King Leopold was? He died he was assassinated roughly like 5-ish years ago. He was batshit crazy. With like a capital
to that,
BAT.
Yeah. Do I know what the Inquisition was?
Oh, yeah. The Arcane Inquisition, it's a lot of... This is common knowledge, you all would know this. Is like a militant force that is partially working with the Heartkeepers, who are kind of the... They're not quite the government, but they're like as close to the government as you can get without actually being the government.
Yeah.
And they essentially just go out and like the best way, like have all of you seen the Castlevania anime?
Yeah.
Pretty similar to like the church from that. Just like going out, selecting people, being like, "Hey, you're evil and a witch," and then most likely killing them.
Oh, the Red Scare.
Kind of, but they more so target people who they believe to be like sorcerers and magic users.
Gotcha. Yeah, Clifford kind of looks at Thumo and everything as I mentioned the afterlife, kind of like what the fuck are you talking about? But then just continues eating. But that's it. You can go in around. I don't give
Quite
a
a
fuck.
bold dream there, if I do say so myself. I suppose you are.
What is the shoe situation of this guy under the table?
That's not what I thought you were gonna ask. Go ahead and make a perception check, because he does have like the long robe that kind of comes down to the floor. See if you can peep the shoes. Peep the kicks, as the cool kid. 27's a pretty damn good roll. He's got like just really like nice like leather boots. They look like they've recently been polished. He's just wearing like very, very like nice shoes.
I would like to tie his shoelaces together.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand, I guess. 11. Okay. As soon as you get within, like, you get like right up to him, and he just sort of pushes his chair back. May I help you?
You should release the djinn.
They aren't real.
What do you mean?
They are merely spectral servants.
Just because something's spectral doesn't mean it's not real.
Actually, quite literally in this sense, it does. They are creations of this castle, and as long as they remain within, they are doing the bidding of me and my guests. They cannot travel outside the castle. If they did, they would cease to exist.
It's very sad. Doesn't that make you feel sad?
No, it is their one purpose. You familiar with the spell Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion?
No.
Ah, well, it is a rather high-level arcane ability, and essentially allows one to create, well, a mansion, and within that mansion reside spectral servants, whose sole purpose is to do the bidding of the one who cast the spell. Simply similar to the unseen servant spell, mage hands. You do not feel bad for those. They are simply byproducts of the arcane.
Nora just stares at him.
You have a kind heart, I can tell, but do not get me wrong, this is not malice or enslavement. This is simply magical prowess.
You're an asshole.
He just goes back to eating. Oh, yes, well, I am able to. As I was just about to mention, I am willing to pay handsomely. Would you accept? The person in question, Roguebo's home, was about a day away from Vicer along the road. It should be relatively easy to find. Now, as for the interior of his home, I only... and I am not sure of the current status of it, but should be a very simple going in and retrieving whatever works there are.
What was he working on?
Well, he did not involve me directly. All I know is it was taboo research involving Emperor Leopold. That is truly the extent of my knowledge on the matter.
Because he didn't
What?
trust you? Because you're an
No.
asshole?
No. Because when one deals with such dangerous jobs, it is best to leave others out of them. The more deniability I had in the matter, the better.
I don't think he's good. I don't think what he wants us to do is good. I think he's a very bad man. And if he expects us to work for him, he's going to have to give us a lot of money.
There's the one sitting on the floor. Standard snatch and grab, I'll do it.
I'm in.
Wonderful. I'm glad that the majority of you can think with reason. Now,
How much money?
Well, it can be worked out. Let me show you at least where it is you're going. He snaps his hands, and another spectral servant comes in holding a map and unfurls it on the table. And he kind of just snaps his fingers, and a little, like, arcane little blip just kind of points right down on the map. It points to be about right above the C in Lysish, pretty much. Right where that little red dot is. Yeah, it would be right above the C in Lysish. You're like, yes, this
Right,
should be
right
where the
on the
home
mountain.
is.
I will scoot down, so all the way down to next to whoever's yellow, and that way I can see what's going on, and I will look. I'll much obliged. As usual, I will kind of glance to my side and be like, shrug.
I didn't quite catch that. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I said, I will look to my side and kind of shrug questioningly.
And Martorious, there is another important detail, although I'm not quite sure how important. Now, I believe that his home was connected to a series of underground tunnels and ruins. I do not believe that he conducted much work within these tunnels and ruins, but I do know that the undead have been known to prowl them for some time. Just something to keep in mind. You might have to deal, and again, emphasis on the might, have to deal with a few skeletons or zombies or other low-level undead pests. Surely a group of adventurers such as yourselves would have no problem in disposing of such low-level threats.
Can I insight check to see if he's blowing smoke up our ass?
Yeah, go ahead.
To the table,
But, like,
Nora's rolling her eyes while looking at
15.
15?
Like, does he know more than what he's saying?
This dude's really hard to read.
Okay.
But you don't think so. Think he's being fairly forthright here.
So
Everybody's opinion of an asshole is different.
So my shrug and looking to the side, I'm trying to inquire whether or not the ghost thinks I'm supposed to be going there or not.
The ghost. Oh yeah, the ghost is like pretty much agreeing. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
should follow along for the time being at least.
Okay. I'll put my forehead down on the table.
Oh, of
Donk,
course.
donk,
Now,
donk.
regarding payment, I feel I should ask, what do you all feel is a fair amount? Ask.
I want a book. A really good book.
All right. Yes, that can be arranged. If you don't mind to humor me, though, what would you define as a very...
I'll let you... Dealer's choice.
Huh. Interesting. All right, that can be arranged.
Nora visibly thinks about it for a minute or so. I think
Whatever you're about to say, add 6.
I think you should give up half of all your gold and 6 more to the poor in the neighboring villages around you.
I'm sorry, but I cannot do that. For such a simple job.
You can't. You can, you just don't want to because you're an asshole.
Well, if that's the way you want to look at it, that is your perspective. Oh, well, why not just call it an even 100 gold for all of you then? 600 gold is what a small sum to pay for a job well done.
Six.
Roll a persuasion check. Seven. For a job so simple, 100 gold apiece and a very good book, I feel are fair prices, and of course I'm willing to throw a little bit more in there if anybody has any other suggestions. Just some other type of light incentive to maybe...
Well, let's see. Kind of peeks under the table. Honora, there's more than gold that can help out the poor.
Yes, but I think gold is all this man has to offer people.
Oh, no, you would be mistaken there, girl. I have than just coins. He actually gets out of his chair and kind of bends down to, like, look at you as he's talking. He kind of thinks for a second. Well, what about an extra-dimensional farming space, manned by spectral farmers that can grow food year-round for the poor?
Then the farmers wouldn't have jobs.
No, but then their time could be spent with leisure.
How about,
Or
how
could
about
also just
we-
be used to grow food in the winter, or they just have more use to sell.
How about you do something to help with the plague, with the weeping pox?
I was
Unfortunately, that disease is beyond my control. As much as I would like to understand it, that is of an extra-dimensional origin. That is a far more complicated task than I believe.
Now. He might not be able to cure anyone who catches the plague, but I'm betting he's willing to offer to make anyone who does catch it more comfortable than they would be passing away slowly in pain in their impoverished homes.
Or I could offer a lower-level spell scroll of lesser restoration if one of you wanted that, so that you could use it, or maybe even jot it down in a spell book and just have it on hand whenever it need be.
I can do that myself.
Oh, wonderful then. Or of course, if you don't like the little farm idea, I could... so that there's always fresh water supply for whoever may need it.
You cut out, GM.
Oh, he said he could a decanter of infinite water.
Food, water, and
Yes, take
throw
your
in
pick.
like food, water, and give the townspeople a once a year festival around harvest time, something that they probably do anyway, but better, bigger. Something for them to be, more than just farmers and villagers.
And you all say the townspeople, and unfortunately I'm not quite sure which specific town it is you are referring to. You mean
I'll be
Crow's
honest, I don't
Rest?
know either.
Oh, so okay, these are just generic townspeople then. No, that was a joke.
Honora's
Yes.
obviously got somebody in mind.
Crow's Rest. They're
People of Crow's
hurting.
Rest.
Yes, there's very few of them left.
Yes,
They're suffering.
an unfortunate situation, that one. If you would
The
like
world
for
is
my
full of-
resources
The
to
world
go
is full
towards
of
the...
unfortunate situations, and you're sitting here in your castle with your books, and you're not doing anything to help.
Oh, you believe I'm doing nothing, but I am the one who is trying to prevent utter destruction of the world. I would ask that you try to learn more of the whole picture before you go throwing blind accusations, please. You simply come into my home and automatically assume that you know everything about me. I believe that is quite unfair. Yes, I am willing to help the people, if you also desire. If you wish for your reward to go for the betterment of others, I have no qualms with this. I'd be more than happy to lend a hand to the people of Crow's Rest.
I'm safe.
What was that?
Keep them safe. That's all I want.
I will do what I can, but there is many dangers surrounding that town, and you all might have to do as much of your part as I will there. Wonderful. And he kind of looks over to you, Aaron, and he goes, Aaron, I would like you to go with them. And of course, you will be rewarded just as they are for your work. You say you want to practice the arcane, and there is no better place to learn than in the...
If you insist, sir. No best.
Of course. Don't worry. They seem quite capable. I'm sure they will keep you safe.
Quick question, DM. I don't know what two of these characters look like.
Oh, that's right.
Is it me?
It is you and who?
Ursana.
Orzana?
Orsana. Okay, yeah. You two go ahead and describe your characters just real quick.
Who's going first?
It doesn't matter.
Arsana is Elven. Hair is up in like 4 braid kind of things, close to her hair, to her head, that bushes out at the back. It's black and cream. Her eyes are green. On her face, it's as if it's tattooed on there because it's there so often. Just like this celestial-like, not celestial, but like the stars and moons and stuff. This like black mask thing across her face that's painted on. Like black lip as well. Just dark green and black, some browns, just forest colors of shirt, pants, like a jacket thing. We've got that cold jacket on, still got that on. Ranger looking being.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Sorry, and I am a scarfed up, hooded individual who really only ever pulls the scarf handkerchief thing down from his neck to either put on a plague mask I have and or smoke/drink. I don't eat much. I don't look like I have any kind of natural skin color. And I constantly look over to my shoulder and just gesture or sometimes talk. I do have light leather armor, and I carry a staff pretty much everywhere, and lots of bottles hanging from my belt.
Gotcha.
And it's worth noting that this version of Honora is a little different from the previous. She is younger and her face is covered in pox scars.
Okay.
All right. As you guys are all, the archmage just kind of goes. So, just so we are clear in this matter, for your reward, will you be wanting gold, or would you like me to extend my protection onto the city of Crow's Rest?
I would like
I
you to
just
extend
want
your
the book.
protection.
Oh,
And
yes, and I did not forget your very good book.
And I want Crow's Rest safe.
That can be done.
Then I vote the village too, and my book.
Clifford kind of sips his drink.
Yes, of course. As is the career of an adventurer, to the adventurer does go the spoils, so the... Wonderful. I am glad to hear it. Now, you are all more than welcome to spend the night here in the castle if you so wish. Brave and the beasts of the Rock Teeth Mountains, you are free to do that as well.
Do you have a library I can peruse?
I do indeed. I am sure that Aaron here...
Yes, I can.
I can be with you in a minute.
You go,
And
go ahead, Clifford.
we're just gonna go up to the archmage and everything. And he's just like, I wanted gold. Would that ruin everybody else's wish?
I didn't quite catch that.
If Clifford asked for gold, would that ruin everybody else's wish of wanting Crow's Rest to be safe? Altogether, or is it?
I can provide you with a sum of gold for your troubles, of course. 'Tis no problem. Consider it a...
All right, and he just slaps his hand on the table. He wanted to make sure nobody heard it. At the same time, not exactly
Okay.
and not exactly
Whispering.
hiding it, but yeah,
I mean,
And-
I could read lips.
that's if I'm facing you.
Yeah, true.
It's true. It's true.
Sure.
But yeah, he then joined Thumo and wherever he's taking me.
Okay, you call Clifford
Well-
over into the corner.
Who? Did you blame me? and Clifford will kind of put his hands behind his back. He left his claymore at the table to come talk to him and everything. He puts his hand behind his back and looks over a little bit and everything. It was that was something that I agreed to in a desperate time. It is my burden to carry. The only thing I ask is not that you keep me safe, it's the others. As you can see, you don't have control of who he thinks is next. All right, and I'll walk back to the table.
All right. Before you guys go about your business, if you are going to be staying here for the evening, just a house rules I would like to set that I inform all of my guests of. Aaron, of course, you are already familiar with that. If you are to use the library, the only thing that I ask is that you my personal collection, which is, of course, marked by the large, locked iron bookshelf which resides at the back of the library. If Aaron here is to take you into the treasury, I do not mind if you peruse my collection of magical trinkets. I just ask that you leave them there. They are not yours. Please do not interfere with the spectral servants just for fun. Like them. If I am in my study, which is the room you saw me walk out of, I ask that you please let me have my privacy. And one more, and the most important rule of the house. Please do not enter the door marked with the symbol of the thaumaturge. There is very personal and important work in there, and I would very much appreciate it going undisturbed. I appreciate it. Your rooms should be finished about now if you would like to go there. Aaron can show you the way.
Of course. I'll stand up.
Follow Aaron to the library.
All right.
I would also like to follow Kellum following Aaron to the library.
Okay. So you got two of you going to the library. Three of you.
Five.
Four?
5 of us going to the library.
Oh, Ghost and Skeleton. Okay.
Do you happen to have a training ground?
I do not, but, and he kind of thinks for just a second. There is one now. Should be located on the second floor, just past the living quarters.
All right, and he assumes that either the servant or something is going to show him.
Yeah, you see like a spectral, like an armored spectral figure kind of appears in front. He's got like a ghost spear.
Yeah.
It kind of starts leading you towards there. Orsana, what are you doing?
No clue.
Do you just want to go to your room? We got some
Yeah,
people.
everyone's just splitting off.
It's a fancy magical mansion. What did you expect?
Used to the woods, not buildings. She'd rather be in a tree, not her own room. I'll check out the room, see what happens.
If your room has a tree in it.
Ooh,
Okay, so you're
does
going
it?
to your room, going to the library. Okay, so Orisana, you would get to where you're going first. The rooms are the. So as you make your way into your room, you are actually shocked because it does not look like a room. There is just trees that go up at like 60, 70 feet tall trees. It just goes for about maybe 100 feet. There's just a little mini personalized forest. There's like spectral birds that are singing and a couple of like ghost squirrels kind of flutter or scatter around. It's very homey.
How the hell did he know though? He reads Yeah. She's gonna definitely paranoid and question it, but go in anyway and just.
This is the low end of what a level 18 plus wizard could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna enjoy the trees and the birds. And, yep.
Clifford, this spectral warrior leads you to training, where you see it is just like a long kind of room. So like maybe about 80 or so feet long by about 20 feet wide. One whole side of the room is just lined with weaponry, just all like swords, axes, hammers, like anything you can really think of. He's just got lined up there. And you see there are several like ghostly figures, all like wearing armor, that look like they're just waiting there.
Clifford looks like he's in a Toys R Us right now. Doesn't let it show on his face, but inside he's like, oh, ho, ho, ho. You know, kind of. He's still holding his claymore. He'll walk into like whatever next to wherever these. Basically, he's gonna call them practice dummies are. He's assuming that's what the spectral people are. And kind of just removes his jacket and everything, and he holds his claymore and everything. He's like, "So, who's first?"
You see one of them who's got like a big tower shield and a spear, kind of like gets ready in like a fighting position.
He's like, "Good man." And he looks forward, and you can cut to them now.
Oh yes. The library.
Books.
Right. So as you guys, Aaron, you show them to the library. It is a huge extra dimensional space in and of it. Exceeds the exterior dimensions. Like just unimaginable numbers of arcane texts and tomes can be found on the multitude of shelves and bookcases that make up the library. Several spectral bookkeepers constantly scurry to and fro, always alphabetizing and organizing the many shelves. There's a lot of information here. Is there anything in particular you guys are looking?
I go to whichever spectral assistant passes like close to me first, like snapping my fingers. Hey, you! Take me to the haunted works. I want to know afterlife, spirits, hauntings, the works. Let's go.
Starts to take you to the to that section. Thumo, what are you looking for? Or wait, yeah, Thumo, you came with him, right? Oh. Okay. You're just gonna stay in the dining area? Okay. Okay. Honora, what do you look, anything particular you're looking for?
I look at Aaron and I don't blink.
Hi.
It's like everything you do makes me laugh.
And I don't blink.
How can I help you?
I tilt my head to the side. Why do you want to help me?
You want to come to the library? I know a little bit about it. So, hoping
What's
maybe
your
I could.
What's your favorite section?
Well, there's some books on some really cool magic here. But there's a couple of books about curses and stuff that I think are really neat.
How so?
They're just really weird and complicated, so they're interesting to learn about.
Do you want to learn how to cast curses?
No, they're just. I just think they're neat.
Why are you here?
To learn under archmage. He knows a lot, and I don't. So
Could have gone to one of the colleges in Earlford. or
I
the
could've.
Bard colleges in Altenheim.
I
And
could
then
have.
you would be around lots of archmages and smart magical people instead of one asshole.
I do want to say something. I don't think the archmage explained it really well earlier. But the all the spectral servants around here, they're not like people, like, or they weren't people, like your friend here. And I'm gonna look at the grunting noise that is the skeleton, or your other friend's ghost. Um, they're they're just magic that's made to look like people, to make us feel more comfortable. So it's actually just an extension of like his will rather than like a person or former person that was made to do these things.
And his will was to have pretty djinn girls serving him?
I don't know the inner workings of his brain. I was just trying to explain the magic better. So
I think he's an asshole. No matter what the magic entails. He's gross and creepy and I don't like him. You don't seem terrible, though.
Well, you haven't really gotten to know me. Hopefully I'm not terrible. But yeah, did you have anything you wanted to look for in here?
Do you have any magic that can find people?
Sure we do. DM, would I know of like any divination sections of the library?
Yeah, there's like a divination section. You can go find that easily enough.
Yeah, then I'll drag an aura there.
Okay, cool. Is there anything in particular you're looking for in aura, or just kind of looking for divination in general?
I'm looking to see if I can find something to help me find my mother.
Gotcha. Okay. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Get back to you in a second. See how well you do that. As you guys are like taking the time to look at books. And then real quick as well, Kellum will...
Yes.
Hoggers.
Holy hell.
Very good roll.
I can only hope for similar results.
That was a natural 20.
Yeah. So anything particular you were looking for, Kellum?
Specifically looking for, because basically anything that'll help Kellum figure out his memory and why he doesn't know next to anything, and why this particular spirit is with him, and why she has all the answers that he doesn't. Basically he's fed up of just going places and getting told to go places and dealing with these people, and
Fair enough.
he's
go ahead and roll
tired of being salty.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check as well, please. We will get to both of your things real quick, because Honora rolled a nat 20, so that's...
I want to make it known that Kellum is canonically insomniatic, and he is going to spend every waking moment. He is not sleeping. By the time it's morning, he's going to be Gandalf in the old library with just piles of books and paper.
Taking a level of exhaustion. Okay.
Yep. You load faster. Sorry, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, guys. We're gonna have to. You said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was one of the... I don't exactly know. How did multi-classing and allowing for expertise, how does that work?
So you did take a level in Rogue?
Yeah.
And you wanted to take expertise in investigation?
I wasn't sure how it worked, so I didn't really take it in anything. I wrote down still, but I didn't know. Like I said, I don't know exactly how to apply it, so I wasn't sure.
Okay. So the two, because I know skills. Do you want stealth and investigation? Because I can show you how to do that.
Yeah,
So
stealth
actually, let me just show you how to
investigation
do
were
it.
my top two, but
So, are you on your character sheet right now?
yes.
Okay, so you come over to here, the little gear. You scroll down to about the bottom middle where it has all your skills. Do you see where it says normal?
Ah, okay, yeah.
So yeah, you click on normal, and there'll be an option for it.
Okay. And with the rogue,
And
you
that'll
get it
just
choice of
automatically.
two,
Yeah, you get it at level
right?
1. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 skills
Uh,
or thieves tools and a skill.
Got it. Well, I wrote down it all. Like I said, I wrote down everything all over the place because I wasn't sure where it was going to go or how.
Oh, you were good. So you'll
So
have a
I will
plus
remove the
6.
thieves tools because I didn't want them anyway.
Fair enough. All right, so your expertises will be stealth and investigation. Just so I know
And
for future reference.
yes.
Hoggers. All right, so go ahead and make that roll for me. 15. Okay, 15 is pretty good. Gonna answer Honora first because hers is gonna. You got a nat 20. So you're specifically looking for spells on like finding people or magical ways to find people. That's pretty much what divination magic is in a sense. Just finding things, but people definitely falls under the category of things, kind of. So you're learning about out of character. You would probably know a lot of this already. There is a spell, I believe it is a 3rd level spell. Oh, no, I believe it's a 4th level spell actually. Locate person is one. It's a very spell. Locate creature. My bad. That's what the spell's called. Yeah, that you would know that one. It would be a 4th level spell. Pretty much it's kind of a smaller radius. Anything within like 1,000 feet of you, pretty much you can find. The spell that you're probably looking for, and out of character, you would probably already know this, but in character, there is a 5th level spell called Scrying, which actually lets you pick a specific creature, place, or object, and you can just see where that's at. So long as the as long as your knowledge of that thing is pretty for lack of a better word, good. Sufficient is the word I was looking for there. Yeah, you would definitely know. You definitely, I imagine, definitely lots of ways of. All right.
As you see Honora just reading all this information, she's just kind of scowling more and more at the books.
Let's see. You got a 15 kill. 15 is pretty good. 15 is pretty good.
So,
definitely
question.
Yeah?
Does staying up all night reading not give me advantage?
Sure, why not? For the purposes of you staying up and just looking.
Like 6 to 8 hours of straight studies more than 2 and going to bed, right? Like
That's true. This place is also gargantuan. So I'll give you the 20. Just to begin with, in the library over the course of your study, there isn't a lot. There's maybe like 5 books in this entire library that pertain like the specific subject you are after. And there's a different things that could cause a somewhat of a similar scenario. There is a curse. There's a curse that exists called the. I remember it off the top of my head. I think it's the curse of. Oh God, what is it? Oh my goodness. Sorry, let me look it up real quick. The curse of. I had this curse on one of my characters too, so I should know this. Curse of Lost Sentiment is what it's called. It's pretty high. It's a higher level spell. Well, not higher. It's like a 4 spell, which just kind of slowly causes a person to kind of lose more memory. Pretty sure it's
You
not
said
that because
lost. You said it was called Curse of Lost what? Sentiment?
Yeah, lost sentiment. You're pretty sure it's not that just because A, you haven't been losing memory, and B, you have a ghost with you, and that doesn't seem to be a sign that you can.
You said A was what?
You're pretty sure it's not that one, because curses tend to progressively get worse, and at least as
Okay.
far as you've been aware, you haven't gotten any worse or better. You've just kind of stayed the same.
Okay.
There are there are a few different. Oh Lord, heard myself echo a lot there. There are a few different like arcane rituals that have been known to cause amnesia. Particularly ones that pertain to resurrection, like outside of like your typical resurrection magic. Could be something along the lines of that. Then there is also the possibility of a very, very rare form of possession in which a spirit can actually take part of a person and sort of embody that. So you find possibilities for a couple different things. All of them seem like they could be, well, except maybe not. You don't completely rule the curse out, but you feel like the curse was probably not it. But over the course of your 6 to 8 hours, you do several could ghosts and amnesia.
Okay.
All right, that is what you're doing
All right.
like all night.
Yep.
So, Thumo, back to you. What were you to do? To okay. 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 Yeah. What do you want to send? Okay. Um. Okay. So you send that out. And you get a message back a minute later. Oh, wasn't expecting you to message anytime soon. Glad you were okay. I am okay. Where are you? Fair enough. And you leave him on read all night. To be fair, you ran out of minutes, so you have to wait to get more. All right. So we've got people in the library. They are learning their. Was there anything else you? Was that all you were wanting to do? They do, fun fact. They are like the only one of the... You're an angel. You still need food, drink, and... which I thought was strange. Um... Okay, your room as well, looks almost identical to home in the Shaded Haven. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Clifford, you were up there, you just fighting away. You go in with your claymore and you like decapitate one of the practice ghosts, and his head kind of topples to the floor, and then it immediately says, "Well struck, sir." Goes over and picks up his head, puts it back on, gets back ready for another fight. How long do you stay in the training room?
Let's see, what time is it now?
It's probably getting close to like maybe like 8 or 9 at night.
I will go for maybe 2 more hours and then head on to bed, since I'm assuming they'll probably want to get up early.
Okay. And then Honora and Aaron, how late do you guys? Is there anything else you guys want to?
I would like to do some kind of prank, but the archmage. But since this is his magical castle, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work. And I do say that to Aaron.
You know, I'm not sure, but you might be thinking in the right direction. I haven't tried, mind you, so I can't tell you. But
Does he have slippers for bedtime?
would Aaron know if the archmage wears slippers?
I will say you have never. You're not sure, but you have never seen him in slippers.
I figured I wouldn't have, but it was worth a shot.
It's definitely worth a shot.
I don't think so, Nora. He's a very private.
Are they still in the library?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hear them in this conversation?
Let's see. You would be
Honora's
at
not
like.
trying to be sneaky about it.
Yeah, I'll say sure then. Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you just try to find him, and if he's sleeping, put his hands in a bowl of warm water?
Why would I do that?
Assuming you could succeed in it, I think you'd find it really funny the next day.
Because his fingers would be pruny?
Sure, and other things.
Nora looks confused and kind of looks to Aaron as if asking if he understands.
Honestly, no. I don't really get it either. But I do get jokes and things, but I would like to ask you guys to not do anything too crazy, because I'd probably get in trouble for not asking you guys not to.
I don't want to get you in trouble. And even though I would normally like to rob him blind, I figure he has magical protections on his stuff. So
yes, he does.
I guess it's time to go to bed, and I look over at and sort of take the skeletal hand to go find a place to sleep.
All right. Then Aaron, you can escort. Can show her where the living quarters are. They're on the second floor mansion. It's just
So I
long.
have to ask
ahead.
out of character. The magic that makes these bedrooms customized, is it like what the person thinks of as home? Like what's going on there?
For the purposes of game mechanics, it's pretty much just wherever the looks
You
like,
cut
pretty
out.
much.
You cut out,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. For the purposes of like in-game mechanics, it's pretty much just like your room is designed to look like whatever you are most comfortable with,
Gotcha.
like whatever you feel most at home at.
Awesome. Enora opens the door to what looks like the interior of a creaky old lighthouse, and does not look surprised in the slightest before climbing onto a few boxes with a thin mattress on top.
I will say, Honora, there is a
Yes.
detail that is completely different from your lighthouse home. It is almost identical, save for a bookshelf that is filled to the brim with books and tomes and journals that are all filled on different information pertaining to the Week box.
Oh,
For,
that's interesting. And in that case, I will take out the books and start reading them.
okay, good to know. So you can read them for a while. Do you read them like all night? Or?
No, I do have to sleep.
Okay, yeah, you start studying them. It's some interesting things. So you find out some neat stuff from. But yeah, they're very nice. Like it's
And at some point,
nice
I
little touch.
snuggle up. And at some point, I snuggle up to the skeleton to go to sleep.
Okay. Alrighty then. With everybody going to bed for the evening, everybody can go ahead and mark themselves down, except for Kellum, who is staying up all night. Everybody can go ahead and mark themselves down for a long rest. Any spell slots back, anything you guys are missing comes back. And as we begin this next day here, we're going to go ahead and take our break for the evening. Meet back here in about 10 or like, yes, everybody is the all right. Oh shoot, let me get here. Shoot, where did I put? Oh, I lost the document. Hold on.
I'm back.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Is this the? Yes. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So, with everybody waking up in the morning, you guys all welcome to have breakfast if you want to. You don't have to though. But apart from just eating in the morning, is there anything else anybody head out, or are you just? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. He'll respond and be like, "Oh, I will have to stop and see you sometime if I'm in that area. Glad to know you're okay." Alrighty.
For
Oh, go ahead.
in lieu of breakfast, I just wonder if they have any Kathia or Kaith.
What's that?
That is the term for coffee in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh, okay.
So I just figured that's what it would be in this 5e setting.
Oh no, it's coffee.
It's just coffee.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't call pie like, yeah, it's just coffee. Yeah, he's got coffee, for sure. And yeah, you get that. Helps a little bit. You have that one level of alrighty. So, apart from that, yeah.
Nora wants to approach Orasana and kind of just poke her a little bit. Do you have those berries?
Did you physically poke me?
Yes.
She is definitely flinching away from that and just stepping back. Sorry, what? Berries, right, good berries. Yep, those. I spell slot. Where is it? There. Yeah, I've got that. I guess I can do that. Did that go through?
Good berry. Alright, so you cast good berry. Should get a handful of berries.
Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Right. How many you want? It's 10. Like,
can I have one?
just picks one up and drops it in your hand.
Thank you. And I eat the good berry, so I'm not hungry anymore.
Just, don't touch me.
Alright, so yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not contagious anymore.
It's not that. Just turn away and just eat my own good berry.
Alrighty.
I asked the servant if they have a bigger container, like a travel size.
They tell you, unfortunately, food and beverage cannot be taken out.
I just drink it as quickly as I can without getting burned.
Yeah, chug your coffee. Everybody has a good breakfast. Alrighty. So you guys ready to head back down the? Okay. Yeah, so just go ahead and I guess mark spell slot.
Why don't you let him be his own skeleton?
That wouldn't be a great idea.
Why not?
I don't know.
I say let it happen. Let it teach her.
I'll kick his ass.
Our choice.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
I just kind of stand back for the next hour, keeping a safe distance.
Okay. So you gotta go and mark your spells back. Anything else anybody wants to do before you guys leave?
I go up to Aaron, and as we're about to go out and everything, and I just look at him and just hold out my hand like I'm waiting for something.
Oh yes, I'll pull the coat out that I've just been keeping because I didn't know where to put it.
He kind of just makes just a huff and just a long sigh and just walks away from him.
Once Aaron
Wonderful.
thinks he's gone for another way, there's just like a okay.
Oh, yes. Alrighty. So, okay. So Aaron, fun fact, you do not have proper equipment to get out of here. However, you're a pretty small guy. Thumo could probably carry you. So it's not going to be the biggest of deals.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you guys, I assume guys just pace on the way up.
Going on?
I assume you're just keeping like the same travel pace that you're going any slower. Okay.
I'm slower.
Oh yeah, you're a little slower because you're just tired, but you're keeping up. You're managing. Okay then. So this first day, Aaron, if you could please roll me a D100, please.
Ooh.
I could.
Don't do it, it's a trap.
42.
2. All right, go ahead and roll me a D20 as well.
Alrighty.
Another freaking machine falls out of the sky and lands directly onto,
Right?
just tackles me into the ground.
Okay. All right. So as you are traveling, about noon comes around. It would every
You broke up.
perception check.
Perception. Yoink.
Is it everyone or?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a 12.
That's a very good roll.
I got an 8.
It's a very good roll.
Hey, DM.
Okay.
When did I get expertise in perception? Did I already have that?
You didn't. I think you just accidentally put that over investigation.
No,
That's what I would guess.
Investigation's +6 too. Oh no, it's already a +3. I'm being dumb. That's why it's 6. It's not expertise. I'm dumb.
Oof, and
See?
so it begins.
I'm
Alright.
tired.
My perception was +5, not a 4.
Okay.
I just realized some of my
so-
things didn't transfer over.
Thumo and Honora, you two happen to notice, as you all are making your way like down the mountain, you come to a spot where there is just like this like rocky kind of you're like this. You guys are like up on top of a cliff. Down beneath you guys, you hear like almost what sounds like what you would imagine like zombie groaning sounds like.
It's
And
us,
you look-
native tongue.
And you look down. Second here. Oops, I didn't move you guys onto the map. Back onto this map. Let's get that out of here. Where you all are like up along the cliff up here. Thumo and Honora. Oh, that's right. Killam was invisible. No longer. And we get to actually put Aaron on now.
Yeah.
And I will give you control of your guy there.
Yeah.
So the two of you look down little area here where you see these like they look like bloated zombies that are covered in spikes.
Ignore that, sorry.
Let's see here. You see just this cluster of them that is coming, just kind of moving their way down the path.
Oh, if there are any signs of like fungal infection, like the whatchamacallit, parasitic fungus we had encountered earlier?
Just with a quick look, it is not look. They are like covered in spikes. But the weird thing is the spikes almost look like they're coming from skin instead of like being stabbed into them. And they are extremely bloated as well.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and put my plague mask on.
Okay. All right. It has no effect on them. These things are not undead. And now they. Hold on a second now. Hold on now. You see they all kind of like. And each one of them is going to try to shoot. Just. They all do have disadvantage because you are outside of their first range. So let me just copy that. First one misses, 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 and misses. So they all miss you, but you see this like volley of thorns just kind of comes up toward your arm. Don't really have much effect, but they seem to know you're there now. All right. Yeah, I guess
Shoots back.
everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Oh,
Damn. I didn't click my token, but that was 24. I got nat 20.
nice. Oh, you guys rolled really good. You guys are rolling good, good, good. Okay. Really? Okay. God dang, you guys rolled really good. Oh, so did they though, okay. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me find a skeleton. Let me find like the silliest, goofiest looking skeleton. Oh, that's a shark. A shark. There's like a really silly looking skeleton. I need like a good... Oh, there's no goofy one. They're all just like laying down dead. Like that one. So take out of that. Okay. So one second, I'll change the music here too. All right, so Kellum with the 22, or Son with the 24. Okay, where's the sword? Okay. So, Orson, you were going to be up first.
Yeah.
If somebody has some, were you going to say something?
I was gonna say the initiative order. It has like maybe it's just me, but it says Aaron is 24 and Orison is 21 when it should be the other way around.
Oops, I might have messed that up. Let me second here.
Uh-oh.
Why did you leave, Pancake?
It's not the right song. That's why.
20. Oopsies. Yeah. 24. 21.
What's the height difference between this ledge?
It's like 30 feet. Oh, between these two ledges, it's like maybe 10 feet.
Is climbing up to the next one a action or anything?
No. It'd be considered difficult terrain. This would be 20 feet instead of 10 feet when you move there.
Okay. Yeah. I can get that. So I'm gonna shoot and then move.
Okay.
And
You
because
can do
I
that
am
twice
first
now.
in, yes, but I'm also first, so I can get 3 shots.
Ooh, okay.
Stalkers, baby.
Yes. Hexing also. That one, I guess.
Or Hunter's Mark, you mean?
Hunter's Mark, sorry, yep.
Which one?
Characters. That one.
Okay. Go ahead
Yep.
and make your attack rolls.
Okay. Find archmage. That will work. Yeah, longbow.
Definitely hits.
That comes with damage, doesn't it? That's the 11.
Yeah, that's just the regular bow and arrow damage.
Yep, okay. With Hunter's Mark. And then
4, so 15.
something else for being first. Oh, I get an extra feet of movement. And 1d8 of movement. Hang on, sorry. Sorry, phone was going off in the background. And another 1d8 for... I was literally just reading it. If the target...
For your like dread ambush or whatever it's called.
Yeah, dread ambush. That's that one.
2. What kind of damage is that? Necrotic?
Reading. The weapon's damage type.
So piercing. Okay.
Piercing.
So your first arrow, as you fire it in, doesn't seem to do as much damage as you were hoping it would.
And that's why I tried to get other stuff, but they didn't have any. Yeah. So with the hunter's mark, I'll go again. 19.
19 hits.
I get the hunter's mark again. Damage.
You do. 5 points of damage. All right. So you fire the second arrow. Yeah, your arrows don't seem to be hurting this thing nearly as much as you.
They're still doing something though.
They are doing damage. Just not as much as.
Okay.
And that also hits.
Oh, 2 on that one.
And 2 for Hunter's Mark. All right. That one looks fairly hurt.
Okay. I'm moving
Well,
up there.
cool. Callum, that brings us to your turn.
I'm going to let everyone else know though that it doesn't, like, arrows aren't doing anything.
Arrows aren't effective.
I'm gonna sacrifice an action and let the ghost fly up and life drain one of them.
Within. Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
I don't think I... that's right, it's the ghost character.
A 10 is unfortunately just going to miss. Just goes to grab at it, but it just kind of moves slightly and just barely grazes past it.
Okay.
Any bonus actions, or you want to move or anything?
No, I'll just kind of stay here.
All right. Oh. Okay, Aaron, it'll be your turn.
Okay, so Kumo is 30 feet in the air, right?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, Aaron's gonna kind of like start reaching, pull some stuff out of his bag. You see, like, people who are close see him, but takes what looks like some kind of yellow powder and bad shit and slams it together.
Yes. Fireball!
I've never done this before. I'm gonna throw it.
Love this spell.
All
right.
I'm gonna cast it centered on this. I'm gonna cast it centered on this guy. Oh, is that not? I think there it is. Starting on that guy, so it may hit the ghost. Hopefully not. It will. Hit the ghost.
It will hit the ghost. Yes.
Could I move it?
5 feet over.
Yeah, so it will still hit all of them, just not the ghost.
Sure. So that is dexterity saving throw.
Yes, it is.
What's your DC?
My spell DC is 15.
One of them succeeds.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that 8d6 fire damage. 24. All right. You see you ball of flame at them. They do not like fire. Fire, hot fire burn. The one who Orsana had been shooting at is just incinerated. Let's see, it is in range of the ghost. So when it dies, it just explodes into a burst of these thorns. If I could have you make a dexterity save for the ghost, please. The rest of them also take a shit ton of damage and are extremely.
So you said, what is this? What was?
A dex save for the ghost. All right, 11. Unfortunately, do it. So the ghost is going to take. What?
What is it?
16 points of piercing damage, but I'm not sure if the ghost is resistant to that.
Yeah, ghost is
damage.
resistant to damn near everything.
Resistant. Okay, so it's only going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay.
4 max damage.
As these thorns just burst into the ghost, just kind of goes through. All right, is that your turn, Aaron?
I'm gonna move a little bit closer. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'll stay behind Clifford. Yeah.
Hey,
all right.
DM,
Uh-huh.
important thing. What's the weather like right now?
Oh shit.
Let's see. Let's see.
It is daytime, right?
It is daytime. It's clear weather out right now.
It is clear weather? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
That
you.
brings us to the this one right here, who the ghost tried to attack. It's wipe at the ghost with its arm, with its big old thorny arm. Doesn't hit. Let's see. One of them here is going to take a step forward and is going to try to shoot a thorn at you, Honora. Let's see here. It's going to be a disadvantage because you are out of its range, or out of its, yeah, you're out of its short range. Not going to hit. And then the other two are just going to try to shoot at Thumo. Misses. You guys are not good at rolling with disadvantage. Does a 17 hit you,
Me?
Thumo?
I'm gonna
So
silvery
one-
barbs that
What's the range on
That's
silvery
yeah.
barbs?
60 feet.
Okay, you're fine. So reroll.
Yeah, reroll and use the lower roll.
All right, so it still hits. Rolled a 19 plus 3. So it is going to shoot you, and it kind of just gets into. Can't really block, and you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage.
But you're going to get advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw
With advantage because of silvery barbs.
with advantage. You are fine. You are totally fine. It is your turn, Thumo. Okay. Go ahead and make that attack. Does hit. Third plus. No, I don't know why that did that. No, you can go and just roll damage. Like, just rolling damage on this spells is just what, D8 plus your thing, or just a D8. 6. The scythe slices right through this thing, and it again just explodes into this massive. I will need another dex save from the ghost. That is a success. The ghost is going to take 11 halves to 5, have 2 points of piercing damage. That still.
Okay.
And it is fine. The ghost doesn't need to make con saves. 2 things. That's your bonus action. What are you gonna do with your action, dude? Sacred Flame? That's a failure. And that one is engulfed in holy fire. It kind of bubbles up from the inside, and again, dex save for the... Dylan, did you hear me?
No, you were completely silent just now.
Another dex save for the ghost.
Good God, guy.
20-foot radius each time these things die. Failures, that is going to... the ghost is looking pretty hurt. Looking like it's having a hard time keeping its form together. Luckily for you, can just resummon it as an action, so it doesn't particularly matter. Alright, Clifford, it is your turn.
Clifford makes his way down this little thing here, nearly trips, but then catches himself up. He looks behind Honora and sees what's going on and everything, and he shrugs his shoulders, and he's going to use Ash action. Do we have to? Are we going? Which way are we going? Are we headed?
Yeah, you guys would be like coming. You guys would be coming from like down this way and are heading like kind of a thiswardly direction.
Just walking this ridge line. Or do we?
Yeah,
have
you got
to get
pretty
down
much. I mean, you don't have to. You will eventually, but not
how
right now.
far across this ridge can 80 feet get me?
Can 80 feet get you?
Yeah.
This would be difficult terrain right here. See, 30. This would be 20 feet because it's 10 feet up, so it'd be 60. Get you about right here.
There, you just see Clifford look over Honora's shoulder and everything, see what's going on, shrug his shoulders, and climbs up past Orisana. Is just making his way.
All right. Honora, that'll be your turn. You see, there's these 2 things left. Dead already. They look...
I am going to just okay, from this square here, I'm going to cast Shatter, and they
Okay,
have to
that's
make
a 10 foot, right?
yes.
Sweet.
and they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay. So the one on the bottom there fails. One on the top also fails. That is 4 points of thunder damage.
Yes, I rolled really low.
Luckily for you, they both had 4 hit points left.
So what you
yeah.
hear is a really like discordant screeching of violin sound coming from that spot that just shatters the baddies.
Oh, right. And as you shatter them, they kind of like stumble, and they kind of again explode into this. Just for the purpose of this, I'm going to say the ghost is dispelled by that, but then you can just summon the ghost again as an action. So the ghost is fine. The ghost cannot actually be killed. With that,
I'm going to let everybody freak out for a little bit, though.
Yes, sure enough, you do that. Beautiful. All right, and with that, the threat is dealt with because fire awesome, and those things had.
Hi, pancake.
That literally didn't even take a full round of combat. It didn't get back to the top of the order.
If you had rolled like 2 points higher on the fireball,
Oh my
would have just killed every single one. They had a yeah, they were every single one of them that not dead after.
Can I
That was a-
send? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Can I send my mage hand down to see if I can pick up any thorny remains of these things?
Yeah. Go ahead and just roll. Let's see.
Medicine?
Let me see. Yeah, I'd say go ahead and roll me a medicine check. Since you're doing it with the mage hand, though, you're not doing it like up personal. Go ahead and do. It's just because you're like from a distance trying to like pick out very small things on a
Did you
body
say
that you're.
disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. No.
9. Okay. Let's see here. This is gonna be or actually I will say still with a 9, you managed to retrieve 7 of these they're about 3-inch long thorns. They look like almost cactus needles.
Are there any bits of humanoid remains attached to these that like would prove that they grew out of bloated corpses or bloated bodies of some kind?
Sure. Yeah. There's like little bits of skin attached to them.
Yeah. I would like to basically collect samples and put it in a hanky and tuck it away in my bag.
Easily enough, you can do that. All right.
Could Aaron go down there?
Yeah.
And see if he can check some stuff out. Okay.
I'm going down as well.
Aaron's gonna go down there. Are they like? First off, does he get an idea of like what kinds of beings they are? Are they still considered humanoid? Or are they like plant or like?
Make a nature check for me.
Okie dokie. Where is that? There it is.
Okay, so you get out a D4 whatever you roll.
All right. 16 for the D4. Taking a second. It says it's rolling. So 19 total. Oh wait,
19 total. Or I don't know. We'll count the first one though, because it's first. So you have read about these before, in books up in the library. They are the thorns themselves. Come from a plant known as the thorn. As the name would suggest, these thorns will burrow themselves into and then produce more of them, and then eventually take control.
Gross.
And the creatures that they inhabit typically like a lot aggressive, just try. and whenever the creature, like the host body, dies, it explodes and just spreads these thorns everywhere.
Gotcha. But these wouldn't count as like humanoid anymore or anything.
With a 19, the creatures themselves, you guys just not humanoid.
Okay.
What was the name of the creature? What was the name of the creature?
A thorn host.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Clifford's just still
cool.
climbing. He's already probably about to right here, and he's still walking.
Oh yeah, you're just going. You're just going and doing your thing.
This is just a hiccup, and Clifford himself just doesn't understand
the desire.
why waste time.
I want my arrows.
You get your arrows easily enough. Recover them. All right. Any other experiments you guys want to do with the thorn? All right. The rest of the day goes by relatively uneventful. Night comes. You guys set up camp, and yeah, it'll be it's like 3 hours away. No, you have like
That's
3
fine.
hours left.
Death will have either changed him or not. We'll see. I think we should just kick his ass.
All right. Another couple hours pass. Thumo, getting real close to the end of that spell. Getting real close to it. You see, like the last hour.
I have been treating it like a friend. I've been teaching it hand clapping games. I have my arm hooked in its arm.
You see, the last hour, its movements are just like slightly more. It seems to have like less control of itself, and it just looks like a tad less friendly. Just a tad.
Describe what a tad less friendly looks like.
Like sometimes when Honora goes to play like hand game.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Like okay, so sometimes when Honora goes to play hand game, her hand, or like try to like claw at her maybe once.
Okay.
It's a little aggressive.
Okay.
He's no more aggressive than Clifford.
That's a fair point.
And she
Clifford
almost
has
died
never touched
defending
a
Clifford.
hair on any of y'all's heads.
Can I
Yet.
shoot it?
That's always an option.
Okay.
All right. So as the last couple minutes of the spell ends, yeah, the skeleton's just gonna make an attack against you. Reach out. All right, it gets to that first since you guys waited to see what happened.
I would have been waiting like.
Does
ready to-
miss. I will exit skeleton 2 to blood. Go ahead and roll your attacks. Or
Yeah. I'm moving my hunter's mark over. I think it's
Okay.
still within the time. Just 'cause-
yeah. Hunter's mark lasts for 8 hours,
Okay.
or it lasts for an hour. My bad.
Is it still in the time?
No, this is like a couple hours later. If you
Okay.
want to recast it.
That's 12.
Well, it doesn't even matter because the first shot, you put its head into a pile of splintered bone, and it just so ends the journey of the skeleton.
Jumps down from the tree and just grabs the arrows. Like, why did we even bother? Get back to the tree.
Sometimes people change, and sometimes they change for the better, and sometimes they change for the worse, and sometimes they don't change at all.
Kill him in a very grumpy, kind of, gruff way of somebody who hasn't slept in over 24 hours at this point. Offers the best he can a sincere hug to Honora.
Honora is very, very, very visibly shocked and shaken by that gesture, as she has not been hugged in several years.
I know I'm not the most likable individual, but I'm trying, if that makes sense.
Thank you for trying.
All right. Okay. So the rest of the day goes by uneventful. Night comes around. You guys take watch. Who's taking first watch?
Kellum volunteers.
Okay. Kellum will, and
Gotta
who else said
do
they
the
would?
classic.
Kellum and Clifford. Okay, both of you go ahead.
It's the only time that I can probably see.
Are you guys still keeping the fire unlit?
I think so.
Okay.
If
Okay.
I can't
if there's a
see.
fire, Kellum would wander off from the group.
I
To lay
believe
in
you
the
guys were
dark.
keeping the fire. Go ahead and roll perception, Kellum.
Do it to him.
Corner. Sorry, I'm on a laptop. Everything is difficult.
Oh, you're fine. 18. About an hour or so into your watch, both of you just happen to notice just this large flying creature just fly overhead, just away from you guys. Doesn't seem to notice you, doesn't seem to stop when he just flies silently through the sky.
Clifford quick draw his pistol, but then knows not to fire, just making sure, and then puts it back.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, though,
Kellum doesn't much care.
Good. I'll make can I make a nature check to see if I know what that thing is?
yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
I'll do it. He's.
I'll think about
that
it.
is a 9.
It is hard to tell in the dark. It was big and it had wings. Looked kind of
My
dragony.
mother didn't teach me that.
Dear God.
So I guess I don't know. Again, light.
I did much worse than you.
You're pretty sure it was some type of dragon. I'm not exactly sure what kind of dragon. And looked like the general form of a dragon.
Good God. Oh, no, I don't think Clifford's ever fought one, so
No.
there'll just
Alrighty.
be no more trophies. I'm done with my watch.
Okay. Who is taking second watch?
How long's the first watch again?
It's like 2 hours or so.
I was gonna say Aaron and Orissa. right? Can
Orsana? Are you saying me?
Orzana, that's what it is. Yeah, Orzana
Okay,
can
sure.
do like we can do like the last watch together because we both only need 4 hours.
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough. Fair
that's
enough.
why I was asking
I'll
on
do-
time. Thanks.
I'll do second watch then.
Okay. Honora, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Your watch
Jesus.
is uneventful, and you keep a watchful. All right. The two elves for your last watch. Go ahead and both of you make me perception checks.
All right.
20 passive.
Jesus. I got 12.
12. Also,
12
I
and
can't
12?
be seen in the dark, and yeah.
That's true. Oh, I know. Yeah. Again, an uneventful watch. You guys just kind of watch as the sun slowly comes up and morning comes.
Yay.
Kellum, you are no longer exhausted. And everybody gets all their spells back.
I don't know why I want to say this, but see me now. Okay.
All right. His head did get exploded. But so he's just like a headless version of him.
Oops.
It's just a skeleton body this time. But he's still there. All right.
Let's try and put his most of his head back on.
Okay, yeah. You put ace. It's not the same skull.
I, in my inventory, happen to have a disguise kit and
Yeah.
costume by virtue of being a bard. Can I outfit
Good.
Bug 2.0 with a wig and maybe some makeup?
Oh God, makeup on like dried. Yeah, you absolutely can. Over the course of the day, just sort of dress the and put the wig on it, put some makeup on it. Now I just want to makeup just to see what I find.
What kind of Sundance horror movie is this?
That's like a weird. This is just ladies who've done skeleton. That's not what I asked for. That is not what I asked for, Internet. I'm sorry to say.
I think if you enter in the search terms you need to get the results you want, you will end up on an FBI watch list for serial killers. So I would not recommend it.
I just typed in skeletons wearing makeup. That's why I typed. All right. Let's see here. Thumo, go ahead and roll me a D100. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, an 8. Okay.
We're all going back. The dragon turned around.
A D20, if you will. Yes, sir. 19. Okay, interesting. Alrighty, so you're on 19. Okay. So for most of the day, goes by, uneventful. You guys just climbing down the mountain, hearing all this stuff around you. As it gets to about maybe like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, if I could have, let's see, just Orisana make me a perception. You're the only one with a high enough passive to even get a chance.
Passive 20, and then...
Yeah, your passive is what's letting you make the check.
Okay, perception. Yeah.
Yes.
22.
22.
Damn, 16's not enough.
1 second here. Where are you at? Where are you at?
I'd be paranoid. Yep.
I'd be paranoid. Okay. You see, as you guys are about to like pass under, like hang, maybe about 100 or so feet away, you just, because you see something, you're not too sure what it is. You see this like, it almost looks like a Venus flytrap, but it's like, it is like pure black, and it almost looks like it's made out of like, it's made of like goopy shadows.
Yeah.
There's no other better way to describe it than that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just writing it down. Okay. Just yell out, stop, and I'm gonna throw my arms out.
Okay.
Yep. Just trying to get everyone to stop.
I'd immediately duck into cover.
But yeah, she kind of points it out, and
Yeah,
then you guys
just do
all
the
see
eyes,
this
yeah.
this weird like black shadowy Venus flytrap.
Yeah, it's like 2 finger points to the eyes, and then 1 finger point to the thing. And so, like, look at that. Hand signals.
Can I go
He's
ahead and
Not
make
turned
my
around. He is continuing to
stealth
walk.
check
This is
now?
just a.
Hmm?
I heard 2 people. Clifford is just walking. What did you say, Kellum? I didn't quite.
Can I just go ahead and make my stealth check now since
Yes,
I'm
you
going
can.
into cover?
You're just walking forward, Clifford. You're just going right
I am
straight into.
continuing.
Wow.
I'm continuing on our trek. If this is just a distraction,
Go
we've
around.
dressed up. We have dressed up a skeleton. We have fought stuff in a canyon, which if we weren't into, we'd probably still have to maybe climb back out. It just
At least give it a wide berth, go around. These things just leap out and
going
grab
around.
you.
Clifford, you say
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna go
go
around it, or Clifford, you're going right underneath it.
Lon.
Can I say that if it
He
goes
stops
to, like,
as soon as he
move-
sees it.
Yeah, like Orisana pointed it out. It's like this, like 10-foot long shadowy.
Can I
Look
try
there.
to slice it right at the?
Go
Can I
around
try
it.
to slice it right at the stalk of it?
If I see it
It's like-
anything, can I
It's like
shoot it with a fireball?
20 feet. Yeah, you can. So you're just. It's like 30 feet
This
cliff,
thing,
like maybe like 20 feet up. It's just like hanging down from the ceiling of.
How big around do you think the base of it is?
It's maybe like 4 or 5 feet wide and like 10 feet.
Okay, he gets his hand axes out now.
Don't be
We'll
stupid.
then basically back up and everything, and not to the rest of the group, but at the same time, just still looking at it, just waiting for it to do something.
It
is
is
that
currently. Let me just move you guys onto the map, just so Clifford's being a little bit of a goober, but that's okay. This map's gonna have to best represent this. But this is hanging from like the ceiling of this.
I'll say I got to right here, and I stepped back to here.
I want to ask Orisana, what is that thing?
Don't know the name of it.
Let's see. Anybody who wants to can make a a nature check. My bad. That's really it's really anything I'm looking at.
Oop.
Wow.
I will.
Okay, I'll join the rest of
19.
them. I'm the one faced
19.
up with it.
So
I have no clue.
you don't. Aaron, you've again read about these. This is a part of a family of. This particular
Family.
thing, the Venus flytrap thing, is what's known as which fires out small swarms of these little things, like to.
Okay, you cut out a little bad for me. So,
I missed most of it. I heard fired swarms of, and that's like the entire description.
That's the gist of it.
cool, gotcha.
Did,
Okay.
did,
Um,
oh, okay, I see.
I will say, okay, so we might want to be a little careful. That thing shoots out these small little critters that like to burrow into people. So just it is a plant, right, DM?
No, you would know this is an aberration.
Okay, fuck. So yeah, it's really weird. Can we? How high is this like little cliff face to our left?
It's maybe like 15 feet up. It's
Do you tell us it's aberration?
Aaron would know
Yeah,
that. Yeah, or I don't tell that.
Yeah, it's not natural at all. It's
Okay.
some kind of
Primal awareness in. Is it 1 minute for 1 mile, or within up to 6 if you know if it's favorite terrain. That's right. 1 mile. Aberrations is on that list. Is this
So
the only one,
ye-
or is there more?
Oh, there's yeah, you get a ton of pings in the area. Mountains,
Mountains crawling with them?
they're just full of dangerous things. You get a ping from
Yeah, okay. Ping from.
pretty much everything on the list. That's of that ability
Oh shit.
in a mile.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this mountain's dangerous.
Just keeps going, oh shit. Oh shit. Yep. There's more where that came from.
Does it
So
use use vision at all?
Aaron, you would know that it is blind, and it mainly with a in the air,
with a what in the air?
like vibrations.
Okay. No, it just kind of like can feel motion. It doesn't really see or anything. So
So,
Clifford will then
Nora
start
doing
backing
the
up slowly.
Extremely obvious thing.
That's what Clifford's gonna do, but he's making sure because he heard shoots little critters, and so
Thank you, you too.
carefully as he can.
Thank you, you too. Thank you.
I didn't know if we can get over the rock.
Yeah. I said it was very easily climbable.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can just walk around it. Thank you, Honora. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Conflict avoided narrowly. That was that really. That's funny.
I would have snuck as best I could. Just
So with that thing avoided, because that thing kind of nasty.
Clifford just wanted to see if you cared about him.
Can I have done one thing?
Yes.
With Mage Hand, could I have collected some goop?
Oh no.
Aww.
All right,
No.
back on the map we go.
Sorry.
I mean, he could just smack the goop
Okay.
and. Yeah, I don't know.
So
I just would have to get in within 30 feet. So, like, over here-ish.
God, I'm
Oh,
so
let's see
Clifford
here.
Clifford kind of looks at her and sees what she's doing, and he's gonna start hot booking it.
I'm gonna scoot over towards Nora. And can I activate my blade dance, DM?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
I'm just reading this real quick just to double check. Okay. Does Mage Hand have hit points? Because it's going to
No.
bite at the Mage Hand. It's going to just take a
it's just a
snap at the
spectral.
Mage Hand.
It doesn't have hit points. It's
Yep, it just snaps at the Mage Hand, but other than that, its mouth. There's like a weird, like yellowish glow coming from it.
Can I collect the goop?
Get a little bit of it.
Great. I collect the goop, put it into one of the jars I got from Camilla, and I'm going to scurry away.
As
Alright.
she does that, because my blade dance is just me like moving really fast. Did you get what you need? Can we get out of here? Do we have to fight that thing? Can we leave, please?
Yeah, nobody should fight that thing.
No, leave.
Okay, good.
Please.
I'm gonna like
Go.
just walk and like you're fast forwarding in a TV show. I'm just gonna walk really fast away.
There is so many of these things around. Go. Yep.
Yes. All right.
What was the name of that aberration again?
A horror flit breeder.
Oh,
Oh,
that is a
God.
terrible name.
I don't like any of that word.
Just gonna send that in the chat right there.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Let's see here. I'm just gonna do some really quick rolls, real quick, just so we can get on with it. Just to get on with it a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see here. The rest of this day goes by uneventful. Night comes by. You got everything goes by uneventful. You guys wake up the next morning. The following day, let's see here. Hasn't Clifford, go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Yoink.
17.
Give me another one, DM. I'm ready. Kidding. Please don't.
As you guys are walking along, I'd say off what looks to be a plague doctor holding like a sack. He's like off the path away from you guys, just kind of like almost like shambling like a zombie kind of has this big old sack on his back, almost like a Santa sack, and is just kind of shambling around.
Does it seem like he's following a path to his movements, or is it kind of like erratic? Like he's
no, like a Skyrim NPC, just kind of like walking around, no thoughts in his head, just kind of wandering.
Okay. Does his plague mask look like a Callum's?
Kellum's is more brown. His is like almost just like midnight black.
If
Clifford
it's clean, I'm gonna want that.
Yeah. Clifford will fix his pistol to where he can get to it as fast as he can, like basically on his belt, and just so he can quick draw it, and he'll walk up to him. Slowly. If he,
I'll actually be like behind Clifford. I'll kind of like pat you on the shoulder, like thumbs up. I got you. Lead the way.
1 second here.
They're going to die.
Okay, as you get within about 60 feet of this thing, what at first you thought to be a plague doctor, you can tell is most definitely not a plague doctor. While it does look like one, I'm just gonna bring its token onto the map and then just make it bigger so you guys can see what this thing looks like. Is what you see.
Oh, fuck.
It has like the face of a plague doctor mask and this like big hat, but its arms are like gray and shriveled, and they end in these like long pointed claws. And it's just like hoisting this sack around, just like you can hear it kind of like muttering nonsense to itself.
Has it noticed us yet?
So its skin looks like
Doesn't
mine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Okay, to Clifford, this is target practice.
I mean, same.
Speaking
So.
gibberish. Do I know what this thing is? I ask this all the time. Eventually, I will find something that I know.
I would like
Roll
to do
history.
some kind of like, some kind of check.
History. Decent, but 11.
Okay. Got a nat 20. You would recognize. You would know. They are called dark feathers.
Dark feathers.
They are very poisonous monsters that tend to they resemble plague doctors. Typically they are nocturnal.
I kind of grab Clifford's shoulder and, tap quickly, like to get his attention.
And you would also know they carry like a ton of diseases. Like they like infect themselves with, and they typically carry things that are infected with to like use against people.
Oh.
So, Clifford, do you like look back at me when I'm tap tap tap? I kind of just put a finger to my lips and be like, do the whole flat hand across the neck thing, like no, shaking my head, no, bad, danger.
Does it look like Clifford could fuck this thing up?
I whisper, don't get close if you can help
with it. With an 11, I mean, fuck anything up really, but like, he's telling you no, but you're kind of like, maybe, so...
I will slowly start backing away and also put my plague mask on.
Attack roll. Oh.
He will listen.
Okay.
Since my intelligence is a 0, I call that like a common fucking sense die.
Yep. I will tell.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like pantomime to Clifford to put his pull a shirt up or like a handkerchief on, like just like germs.
He has pulled out his pistol and is basically staring this fucker, like making sure he doesn't come at him and everything, and is just backing up as lightly as he can, trying to be sneaky about it.
I will go ahead as it like moves underneath. You see it moves underneath this like rocky of shade, and then it just.
As soon as I don't.
It and the bag it's holding just vanish.
So it moves into the
shade. As soon as I don't see it, I'm gone.
Yes.
As soon as I don't see it, I'm gone. I'm not jogging, but like walking steadily back to the group.
All right. Alrighty. So
interesting. I tell everybody everything I know about that we just saw.
Okay, good to know. You do that.
Clifford, what were you doing? I thought he had cool shit, okay?
I also thought he had cool shit. He has germs and probably helps spread the plague as we know it.
He has germs. Yes.
I kind of look at him like, so you mean like, then he points to his face and then points at Honora.
It might be a widespread conspiracy theory, but they literally plague people. That's just what they do. So
what makes you shrug?
I don't plague anybody.
You have a plague mask. You have a ghost that follows you around.
This is so I don't catch plague, because I don't like germs.
Debatable. You slam your head on tables that I'm pretty sure they probably haven't cleaned, but I'll take your word for it. And he pats him on the shoulder and is ready to move.
Alrighty. For the sake of brevity, you guys managed to make it back to the city of Crow's Rest during the rest of your trip. The rest of your journey is pretty much uneventful. And eventually you guys find yourselves back in town. Where you guys are. Oh my god, excuse me. Are nice and comfortable at. Just upon entering town, within a couple minutes, you guys apparently there's a couple faces you guys don't. Little over a week, so there is definitely.
You're breaking up really terribly.
Yeah, I didn't understand most of that.
That's okay. It's not important. You guys are back in town.
Oh, that was the direction we were headed?
Yeah, because you guys have to go back to town before you guys go to, like, I mean, I figured.
I thought we were heading straight for the goal. My bad.
Well, okay, well, the reason I say that is because you were. So I figured you'd go like here and then here, is because it would be. I figured that was. I don't know why. I figured that was just the. Because going from there to there would be a little weirder. It'll take a little bit longer to. For like, it'll take a couple more days. I just figured you guys would go that way. If you guys want to go the other way, let me.
If I follow the party, so.
Yeah, you guys get a resupply in town too.
So yeah, if that's where everybody wanted to go, that's where I went.
Alrighty. Cool. And then, so yeah. Make your way, back into the city of Crow's Rest, and are getting ready to head out, for this little homestead that's close to Lysish. We'll go ahead and pick off there next time. With you guys doing some resupplying and then going off on this next adventure of trying to find this thing.
Avoided 2 combat encounters and destroyed the first one.
Barely avoided 2 combat.
I wanted to
Tell him
shoot
likes
him
this.
in the head.
Kellum likes this. This is good. This is we need to do this kind of thing more often. Not so many
stealthy
fights.
way.
Then
We need
there's
that
AA
outro.
Ren. So
Hey,
It's
Ren.
Aaron, okay? It's just Aaron. It's just spelled funny because I'm an elf, okay?
whatever.
Blame my parents. That's what I
I don't blame your parents for the way you act.
do.
Oh, wait. Drug dealer is gone.
True time.
I was about to ask if he was there.
You guys bought too much stuff. You had to go back, get more.
Yeah, it was us. Right, all of us did this.
It was you. It was you.
I
You.
I still
No,
have a
you
couple
said it
just
was
in
you
case.
guys. It was a party. It was a party
Yeah,
decision.
you guys. You and your ghost.
Next time I am going to initiate Aaron.
Ah!